Hello everyone! So, I really enjoyed making my Might and Magic 6 retrospective video, and as promised, though a bit later than I'd hoped, the time has come for Might and Magic 7, For Blood and Honour. I've decided to do this one in instalments, just because there's so much content to cover. Also, I'm going to be throwing away any concern I had about spoilers, because this game is 16 years old. Hopefully, an episodic approach will give you a nice guided tour with commentary that will do the game justice. Whilst it's not necessary to watch my Might and Magic 6 video to understand this one, I'd really recommend it. I'll be referring to it sets the scene for the game really well, and if that's not enough, it's just a bloody good game. So Might and Magic 6 released April 30th, 1998, and Might and Magic 7 released January 2nd, 1999. That's barely 8 months, and as I said, even the end screen of Might and Magic 6 said to prepare yourself, it's coming. Might and Magic 7 also coincided with the release of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the Restoration of Arathia, which came out about 2 months later. These two games share a number of enemies that inhabit the world, and some important people like Queen Catherine Ironfist. Sadly, some of the pretty cool units that appeared in Heroes 3 didn't find their way into Might and Magic 7, like gnolls. Something tells me fighting some gnolls would have been pretty fun. In Might and Magic 7, you have to make a choice partway through between being good or evil. The fact that there are different quests for both good and evil really contributes to the size of the game. For my first playthrough I've chosen to be good, but I will be doing both. So without further ado, let's see the opening cinematic for Might and Magic 7.
3DO.
Master Iron Fist, Lieutenant Kalik and Sergeant Piridak reporting.
Proceed.
While dutifully patrolling the beach at Brighton Point as ordered, we detected a large raiding party of 40 elves invading our territory. When the time was right, we attacked.
Oh, how brave.
The enemy fell back before the fury of our attack. We accepted our duty to defend our fair land. We killed at least half a dozen of them before they knew what was happening. The rest ran like pigs from an axe. We gave chase, and I saw with my... What is so amusing, Master?
Nothing. Continue.
Of course. As I was saying, we were chasing the goblins, shooting them in the backs because they would not stand and fight honorably.
Regrettable, but necessary.
Yes, Your Majesty. We had slain nearly all of the goblins when we saw the sea monsters approaching. At first we thought they had come to help the goblins, but it soon became clear their arrival had nothing to do with the fight on the beach. We ran for cover in the rocks. Each was carrying a bag around his waist, and each was wearing a curious amulet that looked like a small black box.
What? Wait a minute. Go back.
You mean the part where I personally slew 2 elves with a single arrow?
No. After that lie. Tell me about the boxes.
They were about 1.5 inches on the side and made of smooth black metal. We couldn't get a closer look.
Those boxes sound like something out of legend. What happened next?
The sea people began to quarrel, when one group turned abruptly and started walking away down the beach. The remaining started walking the other way. In the morning, we found that one of them had shed its skin on the beach. Their tracks had washed away in the tide, so we decided to return to base and report.
Thank you for your report, Lieutenant Kalik. I am pleased to hear something interesting for once. You are promoted to captain. Assemble a search party at once and find those sea people. If you succeed, you can keep the promotion, as well as your life. Oh, and Kalik, one more thing.
Good luck.
If you've played a Might and Magic game or watched my last retrospective, you might already have an idea about how batshit crazy things are going to get. So far, we've got weird people in wetsuits with cubes around their necks. The evil guy in the throne room is Archibald Ironfist, the malcontent brother of Roland Ironfist, who made an appearance at the end of Might and Magic 6 and helped us not blow up the planet with his Ritual of the Void. He's lost his mullet and he's in pretty good shape now. After the events of Might and Magic 6, he's found himself on another continent, this one called Antigaric, and he's doing pretty well for himself. Before anything else, I've got to create my team of good guys. This is pretty serious stuff. Straight out the gate, I like the cut of this Simon guy's jib.
Pick me!
The dwarf women look pretty gross and sound bad, but the dwarf men are cool, and choosing between them is tough.
Pick me.
Right here.
How about me?
Right.
Come on, pick me.
I won't let you.
Come on, pick me.
I won't let.
How about me?
Right.
How about me?
In the end,
I
the
won't
game
let
threw up
you
the name
down.
Vernon, and it just felt right.
You have to choose me.
This goblin woman sounded weird as fuck, and judging from the other one, this isn't just how goblin women are supposed to sound. Also, Rosa? Really? She don't sound like a Rosa.
You have to choose me.
She sounded pretty serious about needing help, so I made her a cleric thinking maybe she could cure whatever was wrong with her. And this guy the game wanted to call Calvin.
I am the one you need.
He didn't sound much like a good guy, but that doesn't mean he can't fight the good fight. I renamed them to capture their essences better, so we have Sir Dwayne the Knight, Vernon the Paladin, Gertie the Cleric, and Snubbit the Sorcerer. A dream team. One difference between character creation in Might and Magic 7 versus 6 is racial bonuses and penalties. For example, a point allocated to Dwarven Might results in 2 points gained, but a single point in Speed will cost 2 points. Quite offensively, goblins require double points for both intellect and personality, meaning they're not just stupid, but they're also assholes. Race also impacts their starting stats, but it doesn't make a difference to any skills, and so only affects the early game, and even then not very much. Okay, it's time to start this thing, and we've got another short cinematic.
Hear ye, hear ye. The Emerald Island scavenger hunt is about to begin. The list of objects has been given to all contestants. As you know, the winners of the contest will be awarded title to Castle Harmony and the surrounding lands. Be careful, Emerald Island can be dangerous. Last night, 3 contestants disappeared, and we are concerned for their safety. During the contest, please be on the lookout for our missing contestants. If you find a piece of equipment in the woods, return at once with the clue. It may save their lives. There have been rumors that some kind of monster is loose on the island and may be hiding in one of the caves. If you see a cave you are unfamiliar with, don't go into it. Send someone back to town and the guards will conduct a search for you. We don't want anyone else to get hurt. And one more thing. We have... Sorry. We have reports that the monster may be a dragon. If you see it, run for your lives.
Straight out the gate, we have some intense music, like really intense. The basic premise here is that we have to win a scavenger hunt to become the new lords of a little town called Harmondale. We're good guys, so fresh off the boat, let's go and make some friends. The guards here are cranky, but everyone else seems nice. And then there's this guy, Mr. Malwick. He's super intense. He also really takes the cake for not looking like his in-game model. He talks about the Lords of Harmondale being pretty important in the months to follow, and he has associates that have an interest in them. He offers a fireball wand for help in the future. The wand is really strong and can trivialise this area, and get you into the game proper more quickly. This guy is shady, so I just walk away. I say hello to a few more people, and I walk over this hill and go down here and... Oh, fuck! Oh, run away, run away! Ah, shit. Little bit of sliding corpse, get used to that. Ugh. Oh no, Mr. Malwick has died. Guard, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, save us! Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I did this on purpose. But that doesn't make me a bad guy. Mr. Malwick was clearly evil. And Alyssa the Bard here, she wants 500 gold for a loot! So she has to die, and I'm not evil, so I can't do it myself. At this point, I remembered I hadn't even equipped my characters yet, so I do that. I also cast the best sounding spell in any game ever, Wizard Eye. I go hoover up all the dead bodies, kill some stragglers, and I decide to go test out my new wand. As you can see from my Wizard Eye map thingy, it makes the red blobs turn yellow, which means they're dead. I can't kill them all now though because I need to use them to melt Lissa. Sorry Lissa, I would have paid maybe 100 gold. I go and I take the loot to Thomas the Judge. He also wants a red potion, a longbow, a floor tile from the Temple of the Moon, a wealthy hat, and a seashell. After letting the dragonflies lay waste to the inhabitants of Emerald Isle, I go and hoover up all the bodies, and all this totally valid good guy behaviour has allowed me to level up a few of my guys.
Need some training? That's the ticket.
One thing that makes all these games feel really special to me is the mixture of basic 3D world assets, sprites and whatnot, and then these really cool pre-rendered videos that make the world feel so much more alive.
Thanks. Come again.
So I go back to the swampy area and I clear out the dragonflies. They're pretty weak, so I don't waste many of my fireballs. I only have 30 in total. It took a few trips back and forth, but I did it with the few bows I could muster early on and some firebolts from Snubbit. The dragonflies are guarding a little shack with 4 chests, one of which contains a seashell. Then I went around the coast and found myself a cave. It's a dwargon. Lord Markham wants you to retrieve a shield that the contestants from the opening cinematic left there because they died. The fireball one from Mr. Malwick can be used to kill this dragon. It requires a bit of patience and care since the dragon can kill your guys in 1 or 2 hits. Unfortunately, Gertie got torched by a fireball. I wasn't worried though, because apparently you can resurrect someone for like 200 gold. That's 2/5 of a loot. I told you that shit was expensive. Lord Markham could totally have the guys in the cave resurrected for what he pays me. Before you say, oh well, they're totally bones at this stage, you can get brought back from being eradicated. That's when your hit points go so far below 0 that they pass the unconscious and death thresholds. That means that your body is destroyed. That's some serious shit right there. No excuses, Markham. The last thing to do is to go to the Temple of the Moon. It's not a hard cave. There are some spiders and bats and rats. I decided to save the fireball one to make this cave super easy. I gave Simon Disarm.
I disarmed it.
Which turned out to be really stupid because knights can't even become an expert in that skill. Whoops. You come through to this temple area and usually this would just take a bit of kiting, but instead I blew them all up.
Weakling. Weakling.
Again, I've got to emphasise, bows are fantastic. Even though half my party can't become experts in bow and the other half can't become master, it's still a great investment and it will chip away a lot of damage. Then I killed some rival adventurers who weren't even hostile to me. This Sal Sharktooth guy has a longbow, which is one of the items I needed for the contest. One of the chests back here has a fancy hat in it too. I then went down the other branch of the temple and killed another contestant in cold blood. And I found a secret room containing the floor tile I needed. That is everything, so I took him back and Markham congratulated me. Lord Markham's a really good example of why this game is fucking awesome. Everything about him is characterised really well. He's not outright rude, but you can tell he thinks you're dog shit. It totally makes sense. You're becoming lords through a scavenger hunt. This guy has blue blood. Whatever. We have a ship waiting for us and our new kingdom awaits. I just hope the boat captain is enthusiastic.
Welcome aboard!
Yay!
Congratulations, my friends. Your new castle is located in Harmondale, a peaceful village on the edge of the elvish kingdom of Tularia, but firmly within human territory. Though there are many privileges to being the lord of this estate, there are many responsibilities as well. Public safety, for example. And oh, I almost forgot. Goblins have taken an interest in your new lands. I'm sure brave adventurers such as yourselves will have no trouble with them. So, enjoy your new home. May you rule your lands wisely.
Okay, so that's where we'll stop. Our new castle is full of goblins, and I think no one has any doubts that Lord Markham is a butthole. Tune in next time for the start of the real adventure. We'll start by eliminating the Goblin Scourge and answering the question on everyone's lips. What is Archomage? It's a really cool card game. Here is a clickable link to my Might and Magic 6 retrospective, and thank you. Goodbye.